Every year, at the beginning of the year, I get a question from students over and over and over again. Can I use my Mac for school? And the answer is, of course you can use your Mac for school. They're powerful computers, they're used in academia all over the place, and they can do a lot of things. But there's really a question behind that question. The real question is, can I use a Mac in order to run the programs that I'm going to use in a specific course? See, I teach business intelligence. I've been teaching for over 25 years, and in the past 15 or so years, I've been teaching business intelligence. And when we teach business intelligence, we often have to use a Windows operating system because we're going to run applications such as Microsoft Power BI, which only runs on Windows, or we'll run applications like Microsoft Excel, both of which are used heavily in industry. Now, fortunately, we have a program called Parallels 20, which is going to allow us to run a Windows machine on my Mac. And it's a super powerful piece of software that allows me to have a powerful Windows machine on my Mac, both at the same time without having to reboot. And in Parallels 20, there are a ton of improvements that have been made so I can move files back and forth between my Mac environment and my Windows environment, as well as Linux, so I can actually have a universal computer that runs Linux and Windows and Mac OS. In fact, I can even run Mac OS inside of Mac OS. There's a lot you can do with Parallels 20, but in this video I'm going to show you specifically how we can install Windows 11 on my Mac. I'm using Apple Silicon, I'm using an M1 chip, and I'm going to install Windows 11 on my Mac so that I have a full Windows 11 environment and my Mac environment working together. Getting Windows installed is very easy. All you need to do is go to create a new machine. You can download Windows automatically or any other operating system. There's a whole bunch of different Linux versions. You can install a Mac operating system as well. And you can even bring in your own image file as long as it's an ARM-based image file. I'm going to speed up the installation because all you really need to do is double click on Install Windows and it's going to do a typical install for you. This is a great way to get Windows 11 up and running on your Mac. And then what you can do is you can go in and modify the settings later on in order to allow for a larger portion of your Mac to be dedicated to running Windows. It really depends on how many times you need to run different Windows applications. For myself, I actually like to keep Windows and my Mac OS both running at the same time. So what I've done is I go in and I will set it up so that Windows actually has quite a bit of memory, quite a bit of hard drive space, because that's how I want to divide up my Mac. What's really nice is I can run things like video games on my Windows 11 installation within the Mac, but a lot of times for me, the big thing that I want to be able to run are productivity apps. So I've sped this up. It took a little more than just a few minutes because it has to download Windows and then go through the setup, and you will want to have a license key for Windows. You'll agree to the license agreement and then you can activate Windows as well. But now you have Windows running on your Mac. It's quite fast, it's quite responsive. You'll have all the different applications and Windows will behave just like Windows. What's really nice though is you can also move files from the Mac to Windows. So you get a really nice workflow, and if you've installed Windows before, it'll actually have the installation can upgrade as well. You can go in and you can do things like install something called Parallel Tools, which will give you all sorts of additional functionality. And there's an integration between your Mac and your Windows 11 machine running as a Parallels virtual machine that allows you to move a file from Mac to Windows, Windows to Mac, and integrate all of your file system. You can do things like, use Microsoft Edge, so you can go in here and you can use a browser from Windows, you can use a video game, whatever it might be that you need to do on Windows, you can now do on your Mac. One of the things, again, I use it for mostly are things like Microsoft Power BI Desktop and things like Excel, because those applications are ones that are used heavily in business intelligence, and you can see they just run seamlessly. There's a lot more to it in terms of being able to integrate with your Mac, so I can put it into a different mode where I just have the application show up down in my dock and it's running in an integrated mode. I like to run it in a windowed mode. That's just a preference. Well, there you have it. I've got my Mac, I've got my Windows, I've even got Linux running. So I'm a very happy guy. I've got all the operating systems I could possibly need, and now I can use my Mac at school. But if I have a course that requires me to use Power BI or an application that's Windows exclusive, I can do that. I can run it on my Mac.